Hey, everybody. We took a little road trip today.
Yeah, we did.
Getting cozy here with Jon Mayfield.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
How are you?
John. Good. How are
John.
you?
I'm doing very well. I'm glad to have you all here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is one of those, part of the reason we do it is to introduce new artists to audiences, but I'm excited about this one because it's called the Jon Mayfield Plan. It's part of an ongoing musical project. So I wanted to talk about that. It's kind of a music in the 21st century, whatever. Talk about you use a lot of social media,
Yep.
do a lot of recording here. We're at your house.
Yeah, I do a lot of recording here.
So we'll get into that. I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and I read about your story on your page. If you go to the Jon Mayfield Plan, I just met your mom.
Yeah.
So that's really cool
Yeah,
what you're
she's a-
doing.
she's a-
Yeah,
for sure.
could tell.
Yeah, both your parents are great.
Yeah.
Are we ready for some
Yeah,
music?
let's
And then
start with the music.
we'll talk a
Yeah,
little
we'll
bit
play
more
a little
about. I know
bit, sure.
everybody out there watching wants to hear music. So
Yeah.
So this first song is called "The House of Love." It's kind of dedicated to my friend who committed suicide about 3 years ago. His name's Luke Duffy. But it's kind of the basis on this song. So.
The walls breathe and the people city. We're outside the house alone, a valley of light. No dark to see, so the people are free. But you won't get there if you don't believe in a house of love. We'll be below the house of love, a shadow of hate. The people who don't and think that it's fake. So you might go there if you don't believe in the house of love.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it.
cool, good
Different
sound.
sound.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's really cool. So what is it all this going on here? How are you making this sound like this besides your beautiful voice?
So a couple of my gear pedals. Huge shout out to Tonal Recall. This dude, Chase Bliss Audio.
Okay.
It's magic in a pedal. That and Spaceman Orion. It's my analog spring reverb and a pedal. Those two pedals I feel like make space come alive, if that makes any sense.
Cool.
So,
Ellis, can you show that? All this stuff?
yeah. So
That's cool.
Down here, it's my tonal recall. It's a delay pedal made by Chase Bliss. It's pretty out there, pretty wild. And then you got my Orion's Spaceman. It's analog spring reverb, so it actually has true springs in there. But those are my two favorites.
And then you have this big boy over here.
Yeah, it's my old school. It's my Marshall 74X. It's a reissue. It's a hand-wired, single 12, 18 watts, low watt, so it cranks. It's a little monster.
Then you got everything through computer. You got a keyboard set up over here.
Yep.
We're still getting that static.
Getting
we
moody
go.
with us.
I
Yeah.
was getting a little upset with me.
Yeah. I'm used to it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'll record the back end of my music on my computer. Then I come in with my guitar and I record my tracks all the way through. I don't loop any of the guitar. That way it gives a very true, authentic sound, especially with the back end of the music being looped and it's all being computerized. And same with the vocals. And then I mix master and then been doing music videos. So that kind of ties into the next part.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of what was interesting. I mean, we talked to other musicians. Nick Let's Go did his album in his bedroom very similarly, and just the changes that all that technology has brought to musicians. I mean, you don't have to go to New York or L.A. or anywhere. You can do it in your bedroom, right? And but you did do some of that, right? I mean, you went away to school and then lived in Nashville for a while, and
I
we're
went
in
to
a
music school in Minnesota. I never finished, but it was a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I moved back home for a little bit, and then I moved to Nashville when I was 21. Spent 4 years there playing. Played with the artist Bearcat for about 3 years. A couple other people.
What was all that like?
It was cool. It was a different scene in Nashville. I love Nashville with everything, but it's. I wanted to do something different than I think what was going on there. I wanted to tell more of a story, if that makes sense, and I found it hard to do.
I think one of the things you told me when we talked previously was you were doing all that touring and making basically rent money, right? Breaking even when all was said and done.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it really wasn't worth it as the musician. It just didn't add up. It didn't really come out to it. And at the end of the day, you were spending all this money to try to get people to go online and try to get to your Facebook, try to get them to like you, try to buy your stuff. So I think with today, it's become a little bit more interesting because you don't have to drive to New York to get into somebody's pocket in New York. You can get online on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can get on Instagram, Twitter. It all just ties back in together. So that's kind of been my focus right now.
That's
So
interesting.
what, you want to hear another song?
Yeah,
and then
let's hear
let's
another
talk
song.
about
Let's
that
talk
because
about
this
your-
is an ongoing project you're working on. So, but
Yeah,
let's
so
hear it and then we'll
do
we'll
the first
talk.
song off the story. So the story is called Love Is My Plan. Instead of doing multiple albums, I'm doing one album. It's a continuous story. So you have the front cover, you have the preface, and you have chapter 1, which I just finished, and now I'm into chapter 2. So the first song I'll play is from chapter 1.
What's that over there? What's that? The soundboard?
This is my bandmate.
Your bandmate?
Yeah, this is my favorite bandmate.
She
Shows
seems
up on
nice.
time.
Yeah.
Doesn't complain.
Never complain.
Not like me, huh?
Nothing wrong with it ever. But no, it's good. So the song is called Thorns and Horns.
How can you say that you don't know when you know you don't? How many times will it take before it won't? Do you know why you feel this way, love? Sometimes I think it's me. I never wanna make you cry, love, but I'm afraid I'll make you bleed. 'Cause you're living in a room full of thorns And I'm a big bull with horns, and I see that you have no walls. I just wanna break them all, 'cause you're living in a room full of thorns. And I'm a big bull with horns, and I see that they want to fall, but it's gotta be your call. So how can you say that you won't know when you don't know if you won't? How many nights will it take before you don't? Do you know why you keep this way, love? 'Cause sometimes I think it's me. I never wanna make you cry, love. I just want to set you free. 'Cause you're living in a room full of thorns, and I'm a big bull with horns, and I see that you have your walls. I just wanna break them all, 'cause you're living in a room full of thorns, and I'm a big bull with horns, and I see that they want to fall, but it's gotta be your call. 'Cause you're living in a room full of thorns, and I'm a big bull with horns, and I see that you have your walls. I just wanna break them all, 'cause you're living in a room full of thorns, and I'm a big bull with horns, and I see that they want to fall, but it's gotta be your call.
I was about to rip into a solo, and I remember that amp was
I
on.
was wondering that.
Yeah, but it's
I don't know if
okay.
we needed to turn over and turn that on.
So that song was called Thorns and Horns. Pretty much it's the idea of, you know, this person having these thorns like a bull. You think about a bull when it walks through a field, it can go through briar bushes and it's not even hurt because it's moving everything. So its mentality is nothing can hurt me, I'm trying to get to you. Whereas the other person on the other side is living in a room full of thorns and doesn't have the ability of the bull and can't get out of it. So the only way that they can meet in the middle is if the bull puts his horns down and the other person comes out of the room of thorns.
That's easier said than done.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
I wrote about it.
Yeah. Is that about one person in particular or many people?
I think the majority of my songs, you know, I might be thinking about someone when I
Yeah.
look back into it. It's actually me talking to myself, is what I've found.
So you're the bull, right?
I'm both.
Both,
You are?
Yeah.
I have been the
both.
bull that just pushes through everything and says, get out of my way. And then I've also been the person that's stuck in a room full of thorns and is afraid to leave because I don't want to get cut. You know, you get cut over and over. You don't want to do it again.
Well, or you do.
Depends on what you're into.
How far into this album project or this project are you? And you say it's ongoing. Is there an end? Do you see an end, or is it just more chapters in your life?
I'm not exactly sure. So what I've been doing is focusing on music videos per song. So first chapter is 3 songs. I've done 3 music videos. And, you know, you can look at that as an EP. There's my first EP. I see a lot of artists, and they're putting out albums, and they're making these people wait 6 months to a year, or they're putting out an EP, and they're having to wait 2 months. By doing it song at a time and chapter at a time, I'm continuously putting out music. So every 2 weeks, I'm putting out a new song. So I'm not really sure when the end will happen.
I got you.
The album's over when the chapter.
This was one of the things I was curious about after John and I met a couple weeks ago and talked. So it's sort of like this. It's like Facebook Live. It's blowing up the whole model, right? I mean, you've done it the old way and done it sort of the new way, and now you're looking at a whole new way, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
one of the things you had said that I didn't quite understand because I'm not in it, but the use of social media. I mean, you've really sort of narrowed it down and got a lot of followers. What, on SoundCloud? Is that the one you?
No, it's actually I've been getting more hits on my music videos than anything.
Okay.
By promoting it on Facebook, I'm able to narrow down the demographic, what age group, where I want it to be sent to, and my results have been pretty good for the amount of money that I've had to put behind it. So
That's what it was. That was the other thing that you had mentioned was sort of product placement, right?
Yep.
That you figured out a way to make that work for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to connect myself with other social media companies and kind of promoting their stuff through my music, and hopefully tying in. So pretty much it would be just a platform. You know, it's not a. I'm using their platform and helping them and putting my money behind it to promote their stuff. So it's free promotion for their part.
Like what other kind of social media companies?
Like fashion stuff. If
Okay.
that makes any sense.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Like T-shirts, clothing
Yeah.
brands, just brands.
I do it too.
Backpack is the one you, the example.
It
I
was a
think
Coach
you,
backpack, and I made a music video with it. So I'm just trying to reach out and take a different perspective because I don't know.
No, I mean, to make people understand, you used that in your video because you liked that bag.
I genuinely love the bag.
Yeah, and then reached out to them, their marketing department, and said, "I've done this video," and then they basically share it, right? It's not like they've.
That is my hope at this moment. I'm still
Right.
in contact with them
Gotcha.
and still working on it. But yes, pretty much I've used their product that I love. I have to love it. You know, they'll know that I don't. It's fake if I don't love it. So put that product in a music video, and then they're able to use that. They're able to use my pictures, and then those pictures link back to my music. So I'm wearing a brand clothes, like this person right here in Chattanooga, he handmade this shirt. His name is Zach. He's a really cool dude. You know, I'm sitting on Facebook, and I just talked about his stuff. That's free promotion for Zach. What's up, brother?
What's his last name?
I met him once.
So Zach
Yeah.
does shirts.
I'll
Zach.
make you a deal. This is what I'll do. I'll go on my Facebook, and I will send you a link to his Instagram after this Facebook
I like
Live.
this. So what does that shirt say? Love is strong as death, jealousy, and yielding as the grave.
It's from the Bible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you for reading it.
I didn't know. So a lot of your music is about love, different kinds of love, right?
Love and fear.
Love and, well, they go together, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think everything kind of is that love or fear, and everything comes underneath it. Judgment is in fear. You know, this conversation is in love. So it's just a balance. That's what my music is.
Balance is hard. All right, let's go on and hear some more music all about balance too.
I'm done.
Okay, do we need to do this? Okay. I'm not going to touch anything.
So this is the newest one I just put out. It's called The Rose That Died Overnight. This one's about heartbreak a little bit. Just a little bit. It's also beautiful. About happy stuff.
If you wanted me, you should have been on time. I picked a rose for you, and that rose died overnight. I feel so close to the end, and I don't know what to say. I don't think we can be friends, and I don't think I can stay. Well, where's the balance to us? What's the balance of love? How did you mess this up? When did you lose my trust? Well, I tried, but something kept you away. And I cried, I kept tired, the day. Now I find that the only thing strange is strange. And I find something that looks like change.
Y'all had fun? Check one.
Tell me tight. Wait to live my life. I won't feel alive if I don't say goodbye. So goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Tears running down my green eyes. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Wishing we could go back to when we said hi. I tried, but something kept you away. And I cried, I kept tight, I for days. Now I found that the only thing strange is strange. And I spy something that looks like change. If you wanted me, you should have held on tight. I picked a rose for you, and that rose died overnight. I feel so close to you, and I don't know what to say. I don't think we can be friends, and I don't think I can stay.
That's the rose that died overnight.
It's a little deep. Just a little bit.
It's a little deep, but I mean,
I like it.
I think life is,
Definitely. Yeah, we really haven't heard anybody like you in here or
No, not that
ever.
we've done. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's different. I like it. I like it a lot.
I appreciate it.
It's really pretty. You have a really good voice too, just alone, and all this adds to it. Yeah. So what's next? Is you're just evolving with social media, like the rest of the world?
Yeah, where can people find you and all that?
So everything that I'm doing is tied into my website. So if you go to theofficialjmp.com, all my music videos are there, and all my social media links are on there as well. And it's also on Facebook. It's all linked together.
Do you think, like, with websites now, because I know a lot of my friends who are artists of whatever nature are like, I'm getting my website created. I'm like, is the website even what gets the traffic, or is it just Facebook? Or do you think they go to link the one to the other? Like, I don't know if websites are really...
So 90% of Americans are reached each day by radio. The second most popular thing after radio is Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Facebook kind of will link to the website, and that's where people can utilize it.
Exactly. So pretty much what I do is, for the Rose That Died Overnight, I made the music video. I posted the music video on Vimeo and YouTube, linked it to my website, and then I took my website address, and then I posted that in a promotion on Facebook.
Okay.
So I did age groups 13 to 30, and I had to put interest in there. So these different types of interests, what these kids are into, what these people are into, and if they are into that stuff, it'll show my promotion on their Facebook page. So when they click on it, it'll show a 15-second video of my music video, and then at the very bottom is my website, and it shows the link. So all they have to do is click it. It's right there. You don't have to get off Facebook. You don't have to go to anything else.
Cool.
Yeah.
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 That's cool.
It's fascinating, isn't
How
it?
it's all changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the idea of, I don't know, I kind of see records as going out of style. Everything's getting pretty much free. You pay $9 and you can listen to anybody you want. So, to me, what's the point of, putting all this work into a record when it's just going to be for free? Why not just tell a story? That's all music is. It's a story. So I'm treating it more like a book than I am an album.
I think it's interesting because a lot of this came up at that Soundcore thing, which is where you and I ran into each other
Yep.
again.
Cool.
So, I mean, I know seems like we mention this every week, but if people are out there making music and you're not connecting to other musicians through Soundcore or something, you really need to, because if you're just recording even in your house and that's all you're doing, you're missing a lot of opportunity, basically, right?
Yeah.
No, I've been to 2 so far, and they've both been very good. I've learned stuff that I didn't think I was going to learn, and I've met people that I were surprised by. So been really happy with it.
Yeah, and I keep hearing Dakari mentioned it a couple weeks ago when he was on with us, something that he heard at one of those, which was if you're comfortable, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not working hard enough. You're not
Yeah.
pushing. You're not
Everybody
challenging
needs
yourself.
to
And
remind
that doesn't-
themselves that.
Yeah, get out and meet new people, and you don't know. I mean, you might stumble into that break or that person who has the information that you need. So
Yeah.
anyway,
a
John, this has
hustle.
been fascinating.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Definitely. So do you play live a lot?
I have in the past. Right
Yeah.
now, I've kind of been focusing
On
on
this.
just getting these chapters done.
Yeah.
After these chapters, I'd like to get 3 or 4 chapters done, and then from there be moving on to a label.
Okay.
So that's kind of my main focus, and I just keep going back to this music video idea. Like, if I get in my car to drive to Virginia to go play a show,
Yeah.
I'm going to go on Facebook to promote it. And then I'm going to get to the show, I'm going to play for these people. And my hope is that after these people see me play, I need you to get on Facebook. I need you to like my stuff. I'm hoping that you'll tell a friend. I'm hoping that friend will tell a friend. That's a huge risk to take, especially not knowing how many people are going to come to the show. Spending all that money to drive, food, staying, coming back.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I can put that $200 behind Facebook, and I can get 60, 70,000 views on a music video.
Yeah.
So to me, my money, I feel, is better spent online than it is on the road, because I've done on the road for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean,
hard.
Pomplamoose, you remember that band? They did a article. They sort of did a diary of a year on the road, and I think they
I
either
know.
broke dead even or made $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
Once they paid for van rental and band and food and all that. So
It's, yeah.
you know, bless you if you're doing it.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's times I do it, don't get me wrong. It's just things are changing, and I feel if you don't keep up with it and you're not ahead of it, you'll get left behind.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's a rat race right now.
It definitely. I have friends who live half the year on the road, and
Yeah.
I'm like, how long are you going to keep doing this?
Yeah.
You know?
It's tough.
Yeah. So it's cool that you've gone outside the box. I can tell you're a hard worker. Are you always working? It's like 24 hours. You probably wake up with music in your head and
Yeah.
write stuff down.
I actually put my mattress in the attic. I usually keep it in the bathroom, and I just throw it on the ground and usually sleep in here. So
Yeah.
this is mine.
I could tell.
Yeah, this is where I live.
That's really cool. And I want to, I read, like you guys can, on Facebook again. Tell people where they can find you on Facebook.
So if you go to Facebook, my music page is the Jon Mayfield Plan.
John without an H.
John without an H, Jon. And then if you just want to go straight to my website, it is theofficialjmp.com. And all my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everything is connected through there.
And I usually don't pay that much attention to the writing on people's Facebook pages. I just, listen and look at the pictures. But I did read the story about your mom. You want to tell people about that? It's sweet.
Yeah, my mother, she's had multiple sclerosis for 27 years. And to me, I play music for her. I think about life being just, how can life be so terrible and not really have a great meaning? And so I like to think that my music is dedicated to her, and it's so that her life can have a great meaning other than just this disease that fell into her life. So if I can achieve something, she achieved it too. So.
What does she think about all this?
She thinks I'm crazy. No, she's happy. She loves me. She supports me. And she just wants me to be happy. So, I mean, I've been playing guitar for 16 years. So, they know who I am.
They're good parents. They're good people.
Yep. So, but guys, I really do appreciate y'all coming out.
Yeah, we appreciate it. This
Thank
was
you
really
for having us
interesting.
out. I'm glad we came out.
Definitely.
I feel like you should write something about this.
Okay.
Yeah. Or should I do it?
No, I agree. The whole topic is fascinating, which is why I wanted to come out. So
You're
and
welcome.
Hear you play. So thanks.
Yeah.
All
No,
right. man. Thank you
interesting
so much.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Bye, guys.